What I'm looking at here is mycarfax.com regarding my 2016 Passat. On May 24, 2018, I received an email from mycarfax.com asking me to rate my recent service, which was a little bit surprising because I returned that car in October 2017. So I logged in and I looked at the entry. First thing I noticed is the mileage is reading as 18,680 kilometers. Previous one was 22,436. A little bit weird, but maybe it was a mistake. So I decided to look at my reports. So recently I bought a full Carfax history report, and it reads the same thing. I bought this report on June 16, 2018. Here is my VIN number. Back to the details. So I would say about 1 month later, it still reads the same mileage discrepancy. The next thing I notice is that there are several entries that are missing. There's a December 28, 2016 missing, and there are two March entries missing, which you can see here on Carproof. December 28 and the two March entries that are missing on Carfax. In March, I did have a Carfax also report. Unfortunately, I did not save it, but I'm pretty sure it had those entries. So the next thing I did was I purchased a more recent Carproof on May 28th. This Carproof here is from March 27th. So on May 28th, you'll notice the service history looks a little different. The first thing I noticed was that there are details now and that the odometers are missing. Go back here, you'll see there are no details, and almost every entry has an odometer reading. So if you notice here, December 28th is missing, but you'll notice the two March entries are still here. So I called Carproof to explain this discrepancy here with the odometers. Basically, what she told me was their system had issues with odometers, so any new entries after a certain point could be missing odometer readings. And I also inquired about these two. Why are they showing odometer readings? And I was told that these are older entries, so the odometers are still there from the previous submission or query, or I forget what she said. And which is odd because on the Carfax those are missing, and the latest entry reads 18680. So I suspect that if I buy a new Carproof, these entries may actually disappear, and it will look a lot similar to the Carfax one. Also, these entries here, vehicle wash and detail, vehicle wash and detail, these were actually serviced visits, not necessarily washed. And in winter, I don't know if they really washed it in winter, but I have the documentation, and these are not only vehicle washed and detailed visits. This one is maintenance inspection completed. Yeah, this is accurate, But there was also work done on the car on this date. There was work done on this date, work done on this date, work done on this date. Um, so it's weird. What's also weird is I thought maybe this is a typo, the 18680, but if we look at the Volkswagen report from the TQM, he reported the kilometers slash mileage at 28,975. So whoever typed this in, they missed four numbers out of five. Basically, this 8 is the only number they got right. It's a little suspicious to me. I'm not sure what to make of it. I know the car is going to be sold. The person who buys that car will be provided a Carfax or a Carproof that will look similar to this one, and it will not look like this one. What I also don't know is if there are entries after May 2017, because um, there was several entries that should be there, but either I missed them or they were never submitted. The next thing that Carproof told me is that a dealership can change their entry. They can modify their entry. They can remove their entry. And I also want to point out that this is a Volkswagen dealership whose entry disappeared on Carfax. So it's a little strange to me that there would be such a big drastic change in the history of the car, and the new owner will never see this. He will get a car proof basically saying the car was washed a lot. It was serviced 3 times on January, then May, and then May again. And if we look at the Carfax, they can basically say that this entry 22436 was a clerical error. Maybe they're going to change that. And this is the actual kilometers. I just don't know. This is all speculation. For all I know, this is a clerical error. But one thing for sure is if the car is sold to a dealership that reports to Carfax and Carproof, chances are I will get another alert to um, to evaluate the service, and I'll see what the next odometer reading is. But based on this, I don't think I will ever trust Carproof again.